Now we're here at Fort Morgan Mustangs here at Sand Creek High School in Colorado Springs. As Fajardo out at the point, now hands it off to Wesley Carnes out on the left wing. Now to Frankie, he's going to drive it in. Now kicks it off to Fajardo out on the right side. Man-to-man defense here as the Mustangs work their offense here. Fernando all the way in, loses control of it, and off of the Mustangs and out of bounds. So turnover by the Mustangs here early on. As Sand Creek did get that opening tip. Sand Creek with possession now into the hands of Garul. Now to Philpott as he drives it down baseline and underneath, and that ball is going to go clear across the other side to Garul. Shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded by Frankie. So the Mustangs look to get their offense set up here. Colin Farley with a start tonight. Good to see him back into the lineup. Frankie has his shot blocked, taken away by the Scorpions in the hands of De Leon. And that shot is going to be up and no good. And Wesley Carnes draws the foul. And that foul will go on Iko De Leon. That will be his first, team first. As it looks like Scorpions are going to put on some full court pressure here. Man-to-man defense here as Wesley Carnes gets it up into the front court now to Fajardo over on the far side. Going to get it off to Fernando. Fernando backs his way in, goes up with his jump shot from the side. Is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Isaiah Philpott. Shot is up and good by Isaiah Philpott. That gets the Scorpions on the board here, 2-0. 5:41 to go. As Fernando out at the point. Fernando stops, gives it to Carnes. Carnes hesitated, jump stop, now gives it off to Fajardo in the left corner. Fajardo's going to drive it down. Layup is going to be up and no good. Mustangs can't buy a bucket right at the moment. Philpott with the rebound. As they get it into their offensive mode here, they get it into the hands of Iko De Leon over on the far side and saved over there by Garul on the near side to De Leon. Philpott is going to be up and no good, gets his own rebound. Shot is going to be up and good by Philpott. So there's a Brandon Philpott and Isaiah Philpott. Frankie from the corner, and that three is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Isaiah Philpott. Now a foul is going to be called on the Mustangs, and that will be on Fernando. That will be his first. So the Scorpions to inbounds. Midcourt, get it into the hands of Philpott. Over on the far side to Brandon Philpott. Now into the game is Judah Montoya. And an illegal screen is going to be called on the far side, and that is going to be on Brandon Philpott. That will be his first. So the Mustangs down 4-0 here. 4:32 to go, first period. Full court pressure here by the Scorpions. Wesley Carnes on the far side looks to get a screen from Fernando. Fernando into the front court just barely without being called for the backcourt. Hands it off to Wesley Carnes. Wesley pops for the three. It's going to be off the front of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Brandon Philpott. Over on the far side now to De Leon. De Leon's going to drive it down. Hands it off to Isaiah Philpott. Now into the hands of De Leon. He backs it out about 10 feet past the three-point circle. Now over on the far side to Cameron Thomas. Montoya back to Thomas. Thomas is going to drive it down and underneath. That shot is going to be blocked by Gherkin, who is into the game for the Mustangs. Mustangs across the timeline. Braden Fajardo into the hands of Fernando. Fernando pops for the three. Up and good. Fernando Marquez gets the Mustangs on the board with a three. 4-3 Scorpions with 3:21 to go here, first period. Into the hands of Philpott. Now De Leon going to drive it in. He's going to kick it off on the near side now to Montoya, and that shot is up and good for Montoya. 6-3 Scorpions. And this another three is going to be up, rolls around, and goes in for Fernando Marquez. So that ties it up at 6. Now Brandon Philpott over on the far side, being guarded by Fajardo, gets it into the hands of Isaiah Philpott, and now to Brandon. Up top to De Leon. De Leon kicks it off now to Thomas. Then the layup is going to be up and good by Brandon Philpott. So now 8-6. Oh, and that's going to be over and back. Fernando did not get set in the front court before he got the pass from Wesley Carnes. So into the game for the Mustangs now will be Rodrigo Alvarez. Scorpions get the ball into Adam Brock. Adam Brock's turnaround shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fajardo, his first on the night. Mustangs up, couldn't quite get it into the front court yet. Now they do. Wesley Carnes gets it off to Braden. That three is in and out. Wonder they didn't call a foul over the back, but did not. So that rebound goes to Cameron Thomas, his first. Shot from the far right side is going to be up and good by Judah Montoya for the three. So Mustangs down 5 now, 11-6. Wesley Carnes out at the high point. Now Alvarez back to Fernando over on the right wing. Fernando's going to drive it all the way down, and hand check foul on the far side. And that will go on Emil Hobdy, his first, team third. So now Wesley Carnes to inbounds right baseline of their basket. They get it in to Fajardo. Back to Carnes, up top to Fernando. Fernando's going to back it out. Man-to-man defense here by the Scorpions. Up 11-6. Just over a minute to play here. Fast-moving quarter. And now an illegal screen is going to be called. And they're going to call that one on Braden Fajardo. That will be his first. Team's second. So far, Fernando Marquez is the offense here for the Mustangs with 2 threes. Shot is going to be up and no good, but a foul is going to be called. I don't know how they got 7 points up there. And that foul is going to be on Wesley Carnes. That will be his first. I'm not sure why they have it 11-7. It should be 11-6. I don't think we have any 4-point plays here in high school. But to the free throw line is going to be Cameron Thomas. His free throw is up and good. So he will shoot free throw number 2. 51 seconds, in and out, rebounded by Colin Farley. Fernando's going to drive it in. Layup is going to be up and good. Fernando Marquez all the way to the bucket. Should be 12-8. Now into the hands of Kendall Garul. Over on the far side to Brock. Brock for the three is short, rebounded by Fernando Marquez. Now they got it straight. Alvarez with 22 seconds to go here. They get it to Farley. I'm sure they'll just pull it back out and go for the last shot as they get it back into the hands of Alvarez. Now Miles Lopez into the game. Now Farley kicks it off. Miles Lopez with a shot up and no good. And it's going to be rebounded. And if that was close. So after one, the Mustangs are down by 4, 12-8 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel back here at Sand Creek High School in Colorado Springs as the Mustangs and the Scorpions play here in round one. 32 seed Scorpions against the 33 seed Mustangs. That's the Mustangs with possession here to start off the second period. Wesley Carnes is going to drive it down, kicks it off to Colin Farley. Now underneath to Gherkin. Up at the bucket is Gherkin. Nice feed there from Colin Farley to Gherkin. 12-10 here is start of the second period. Little jumper from the lane is going to be up and good by Cameron Thomas. 14-10. Wesley Carnes' shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Thomas as they get it down and try to get it to Kendall Garul, but over his head and out of bounds. So the Mustangs now to inbounds far into the court as it is Brandon Philpott into the game for Amal Habdi. Wesley Carnes into the front court. Now they called an illegal block on Farley. That will be his first. So Frankie and Fernando back in for Miles Lopez and Colin Farley. 7:02 to go here, second period. 14-10 Scorpions. The winner of this game will get the pleasure of taking on the Lewis Palmer Rangers on Saturday. Lewis Palmer, the number 1 ranked and seeded team in the tournament. And that shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded, tipped around, and taken by Fajardo. Fernando on the far side. Pushed, looked like he was pushed, nothing called. So the Scorpions now in the offensive end here. And that shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fajardo. Wesley Carnes to Fajardo. Fajardo being guarded closely. Now to Frankie over on the far side. Frankie drives it in, gives it back out. Now Fajardo for the three, and that is up and good. Braden Fajardo from three-point land. His first bucket of the night. Brings it to 14-13. Drives it all the way down. Nice give and go as that bucket is up and good by Isaiah Philpott. They're going to have to front him down in there. Now Frankie on the left side going to give it off to Wesley Carnes. Carnes gets it to Frankie on the left wing. Bounces it out to Gherkin out at the point. Now to Carnes over on the far side. Carnes for the three, and that is up and good. Wesley Carnes with his first bucket of the night. Puts the Mustangs and Scorpions all tied up here at 16. Kicks it off in the corner. That three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Frankie. So right now the Mustangs are hitting their threes. Hit 4 so far. Wesley Carnes stops. Gets it back out to Frankie. Frankie's going to drive it into the lane. Kicks it off to Fajardo. Shot is going to be up and no good, but Gherkin up strong with it. Up and good is Nathan Gherkin. Nice strong move there by Gherkin after they got the rebound. Puts the Mustangs up now 18-16. 4:40 to go here in this opening half of play. Over on the far side now to Philpott. Gives it off to brother. And then that shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Frankie. his third of the night. Right now, the Scorpions are not connecting from outside. Kicks it off to Fajardo. Fajardo from the baseline. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Isaiah Philpott. Now the little jumper right at the bucket is going to be up and good by Judah Montoya. Tied up at 18, 4 minutes to go, second period. Wesley Carnes gets a screen. Nice screen over there by Fernando. Now Braden on the near side. Oh, that ball almost went to the backcourt, then it was stolen. Layup is going to be up and good by Judah Montoya. Kind of sloppy there by the Mustangs. 4 turnovers. Shot is going to be up and no good, but he was fouled on the drive. And then we'll see who. That is going to be on Brandon Philpott. That will be his second. So it's going to be on the side. So far, only 4 team fouls on each team. So the Mustangs to inbound right baseline of their basket. Wesley Carnes to inbounds. Looks to get, got to get it in. They got it into Fernando. That's TJ Schneider. That three is going to be up and no good. Rebounded, batted and tapped around and finally taken by De Leon. Over on the far side. Oh, nice job. Nice block there by Gherkin as Cameron Thomas tried to take it to the rim. Now into the game will be Amal Habdi. He takes Isaiah Philpott out of the game. So Scorpions to inbounds, left baseline of their basket. They get it in to Garul. Now up top to Thomas. To Montoya. Montoya's shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gherkin, his second of the night. Still 20-18 Scorpions, though, here with 3 minutes to go in this second period. Kicks it off to Frankie. Frankie's going to drive it down. Little shot is going to be up and good by Frankie. And then a foul was called. They're going to call a hold on Nathan Gherkin. That will be his first. Team fifth. So it will be De Leon. Kicks it over on the far side to Thomas. Now De Leon to Thomas. Thomas's shot is going to be up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped around by Amal Habdi. On the near side to Thomas. Up top to Habdi. Over on the far side to Garul as they work this outside perimeter. Try to get somebody open. Now Thomas, he's going to kick it off to Garul. Garul's little shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Frankie. That's his 4th rebound of the game. All tied up at 20. Miles Lopez now to Frank Ortega. Frankie gets tripped and does get the ball off before a travel is called. Fernando, shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by De Leon. That shot at the far end is up and no good. That should be they're going to call a foul probably on Frankie. See who that's going to go on. Yep, that will be on Frank Ortega. That will be his first. So into the game will be Adam Brock. As it will be De Leon to inbounds. They get it into Brock. His little jumper up and no good. Rebounded by Ortega. His 5th of the night. Gets it off to Carnes. Carnes for the three. Up and good. Wesley Carnes. His second 3 of the night. As that puts the Mustangs up 23-20 now with a minute and a half to go. Now up top to Thomas over on the far side. That is going to be called a travel on Montoya. So four turnovers for the Mustangs, 2 on the Scorpions. Frankie over on the far side, a minute 14. The Mustangs up 23-20. That's a deep three. Oh, in it, up and good. Wesley Carnes with the deep three. That puts the Mustangs up now 6. Little 6-0 run here by the Mustangs. It was tied up at 20. Now the Mustangs lead it 26-20. Right now, Wesley Carnes is the leading scorer. We have a timeout here by Sand Creek, but we'll just keep it right here. 9 points so far by Wesley Carnes, 8 for Fernando, 2 for Frankie, 3 for Braden Fajardo, and 4 for Nathan Gherkin. For the Sand Creek Scorpions, Brandon Philpott with 4, Cameron Thomas with 3, Isaiah Philpott with 4, Judah Montoya with 9, with 1:07 left here in this second period. They get it into the hands of De Leon as he gets it up into the front court now on the near side to Thomas. Thomas holds on to it. Now he's going to kick it off to De Leon. Over on the far side to Hobdy. Now Brock out at the three-point line. Gives it off to De Leon. Over on the far side now to Montoya. Brock for the three, in and out, rebounded by Fernando. Fernando hustles it all the way down. Gets trapped by the bucket. Now he needs to get it out. Now a foul is called as he tried to get a pass out of there.
It's travel over there.
And that was on De Leon, team 6. The Mustangs will now inbound right baseline of their basket as Kendall Garul comes in for Montoya. As they get it into Gherkin, now back to Carnes out at the three-point circle, far side. Now to Fernando up to the point, near side. Now on the far side to Carnes. Carnes is going to drive it down. His shot is up and no good. Shot and rebound, no good by Nathan Gherkin, one-handed. Oh, nice job by Fernando to get down court and break up that baseball pass down court to Isaiah Philpott. 18 seconds left to go here, first period. First half. The Mustangs up 26-20 as the Scorpions get it into Philpott. Now up top to Thomas. 14 seconds. Nice defense here by the Mustangs. They're going to kick it off now to Garul over on the far side. Let's see who that is. That is De Leon. De Leon's shot is going to be up and good. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Quick moving first half. The Mustangs are up 26-22. We'll be back with the halftime show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Back here at Sand Creek High School as halftime festivities are coming to an end. A game that is very winnable here for the Mustangs. They average 57.9 points a game. The Sand Creek Scorpions averaging 53.7. Fort Morgan giving up 53.3 points a game. And the Sand Creek Scorpions giving up 53.6 points a game. So as they wind the clock down, the Mustangs up 26-22. As it will be possession to the Scorpions to start off the third period of play as they get it into the hands of De Leon. De Leon out at the point, hands it off now to Philpott. He gives it off to Garul. Now up top to Philpott. Brandon Philpott. Off now to Montoya. Montoya is going to drive it all the way in. And a turnover by the Scorpions. Bad pass, and then Frankie with the travel. So gives the ball right back. So the Scorpions into the front court. Over on the far side to Montoya. Up top to Philpott. Over on the far side now to Montoya. Montoya's going to drive it all the way down. Shot is up and good by Montoya. 11 points on the night for Judah Montoya. Wesley Carnes being guarded, gets it across the timeline. 26-24. Now to Fernando out at the high right wing. Fernando's going to drive it down. Now hands it off to Carnes. Carnes for the three. That's off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Philpott. That's his 5th of the game. Layup, backward layup is going to be up and good, and they're going to call a foul. The shot is going to count for Kendall Garul, and they're going to call Carnes with a foul. That will be his 2nd. Garul with his first bucket of the game, and we'll go to the line for the and one as it's tied up now here at 26. So Kendall Garul bends, shoots, in and out, going to be rebounded by Farley. Full court pressure here by the, well, they're getting away with a lot of reaching stuff here, but nothing called. Fernando, that shot is going to be blocked and taken away by the Scorpions. As they get it off now, little jumper is going to be up and good by Isaiah Philpott. Then a steal by the Scorpions. Now Montoya with a 3 up and no good, going to be rebounded by Fajardo, his 4th. Fernando is going to go all the way down. Layup is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Frankie. Frank's shot is going to be blocked and taken away, and that shot at this end is going to be up and no good. And that, oh, it looked like a nice clean foul by Farley, but they're going to call Farley with the, I believe it's going to be Farley. Must have said it was on the body, because it sure wasn't on the hand. It was a clear, it was a clean block on the ball. So it will be Judah Montoya to shoot 2. That one is in and out. So the lead is still 2, 28-26 in favor of the Scorpions. Just under 6 minutes to go here, 3rd period. That free throw up and good. Full court pressure here by the Scorpions. Wesley Carnes into the front court. Keeps that dribble alive all the way down. Layup is going to be up and good. Wesley Carnes with 11 on the night, now into the hands of Garul. Up top now to Philpott, over on the far side to De Leon. Now to Montoya. Montoya is being guarded by Fajardo. Back to Montoya. Garul now into the lane, going to be over on the far side now to De Leon, and that 3 is airballed, taken by Fajardo. Into the front court, Frankie on the far left side, now to Fernando, now to Wesley Carnes, to Fajardo on the right wing. Hands it off now to Carnes. Carnes is going to get the foul drawn, and that will be on Brandon Philpott. That will be his 3rd. So into the game will be Cameron Thomas and Amal Habdi. So the Mustangs inbounds to Farley, and that pass is tipped away but picked up by Fernando. Fernando keeps that dribble alive, now hands it off to Fajardo out at the point, now to Wesley Carnes. Fajardo with a 3, and that is in and out, going to be tipped around, and that's going to be a foul on the reach by Braden Fajardo. That will be his 2nd.
Foul on Fajardo, his 2nd.
So now Nathan Gherkin into the lineup for Colin Farley. 29-28. Sand Creek with 4:46 to go here, 3rd period, into the hands of Thomas out on the high left wing. Nice give and go, but taken away by the Mustangs. And that is going to be off of Sand Creek and out of bounds, as the Mustangs will inbounds in front of their own bench. With 4:34 to go here in this 3rd period. Fajardo inbounds for the Mustangs. Get it into Carnes out at the point. Carnes left-handed dribble, picks it up to Fernando. Fernando all the way down. That shot is going to be up and no good. And there's going to be a foul called on the drive. And that will be on Habdi. That will be his 2nd.
Call the travel.
So that will send Fernando Marquez to the line to shoot 2, as he was fouled on the shot. So see if Fernando can tie it up here. And in. I thought it was going to roll out there, but it sat on the rim and edge of the rim and finally went in, tied it up here at 29. So Fernando to put the Mustangs ahead with the free throw. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fernando. Fernando with a three is up and no good. Nathan, they're going to call Gherkin with a push off. That will be his second. So now Miles Lopez into the game for the Mustangs for Frank Ortega. Will also be Judah Montoya in for Aiko De Leon. 4:25 to go, all tied up here at 29. Now on the near side to Thomas, being guarded by Carnes. Over on the far side to Garul. Garul now to Montoya. Montoya's three is off the front of the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Hobdy. That shot is going to be up and no good. And off of Carnes, out of bounds. Wonder they didn't call it over the back foul, but did not. So it will be Judah Montoya to inbounds as they get it into Garul. Over on the far side to Montoya. Montoya's shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Carnes. And they're going to call a double dribble. Looked like they could have called a lot of pushing here by the Scorpions, but nothing called. So turnover Mustangs. That's their 8th of the night. Get it in to Garul. Hands it off now to Thomas to Montoya. Montoya's shot is no good, but he gets his own rebound. Blocked from the back. And possession to the Scorpions, as it will be Garul gets it in to Philpott. Now over to Thomas. Garul drives it down. His little one-handed layup is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fajardo. Wesley Carnes gets it off to Fajardo, or to Fernando, excuse me. He can't get a shot right now. Rebound to Garul. Garul on the far side to Montoya. Montoya is going to drive it in. Little shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Philpott. And now Thomas, he's going to drive it down. Now it's going to be over on the far side to Philpott. Now on the near side to Thomas. That shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Hobdy. Off of the Scorpions and out of bounds on the far side. So Mustangs with possession, as it will be De Leon into the game for Hobdy. All tied up here at 29 with 2:56 to go in this third period. As the Mustangs look to get it in, could have a reach foul there. We're finally going to get a foul called, and that will be on Cameron Thomas. That will be his first. Now Adam Brock into the game. See who he's coming in for. He is going to come in for Isaiah Philpott. So the Mustangs two inbounds as they look to get it in to Nathan Gherkin. Gherkin out at the point. Get it in to the hands of a guard here now with Braden Fajardo. Braden to Wesley Carnes. Carnes for the three. Up, in and out. Going to be rebounded by Brock. Mustangs cannot buy a shot right now. That three is going to be up and good by Judah Montoya. Into the hands now of the Mustangs as Fernando into the front court. 32-29, 2:19 to go. Fernando's turnaround jumper is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin, but his shot is going to be blocked. Montoya's shot up and no good. Rebounded by Fernando Marquez. Fernando all the way down. His little layup is up and no good. Ball is going to be tipped and taken away by De Leon. And now let's see what they called. They're going to call.
We have a technical foul on Marquez.
Call a technical on Fernando. I'm not sure, he must have said something. So to the line for the Scorpions. I didn't see what was called. I don't know what, he must have said the magic word, whatever it was. Trying to see here who it is that's shooting for the Scorpions. And that is De Leon. So that free throw is up and good. Mustangs down 4, 33-29. Next free throw also up and good. So Judah Montoya is the leading scorer at 16 points a game for the Scorpions. He is now at 15. So possession here for the Scorpions over on the far side to De Leon. It's going to be a shot that through. That three is going to be up and good by Kendall Garul. He's hit a couple of threes here in this second half. The Mustangs are down 8 now, 37-29. That ball is going to be tipped away from Gherkin, but a foul is called. And that will be on De Leon. That will be his third. So the Mustangs will inbounds far side. Nope, they're going to inbound left baseline of their basket. As it's Amal Habdi as he will come in for De Leon. The Mustangs down, have only scored 3 points here so far in this third period, but now they're going to see if that was going to be tipped or not. They can go into the backcourt. I didn't know if it was tipped though, but they did stop play. So apparently they said it was tipped and then went into the backcourt. So 10 turnovers here by the Mustangs. Now what are they? Yep. Okay, now they're giving it back to the Mustangs. So apparently nobody tipped it.
That's white ball. That's white ball.
So they get it in the hands of Carnes. Mustangs need to get a bucket here. 37-29. Kick it off to Miles Lopez for the three. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded and off of Scorpions and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will inbounds now left baseline of their basket.
Y'all making bad calls.
Now into the hands of Alvarez into the game for the Mustangs. Hands it off to Lopez. Lopez back to Alvarez out at the point. Alvarez kicks it off to Miles Lopez. Lopez with a layup is up and good. Miles Lopez with his first bucket of the game. Now into the hands of Thomas. 37-31. 40 seconds to go here in this third period. Into the hands to Thomas. And tipped out of bounds by the Mustangs. So it will be Scorpions ball, left baseline of their basket. So they get it into Brock. Brock is going to line up for the three, and that is up and no good. And finally taken away. As they said, Alvarez had his foot on the line when he touched it, so it will still be Scorpion ball. As it is Thomas, that Montoya is up and good by Judah Montoya, his second three of this third period. 40-31 to Nathan Gherkin. Gherkin with a two-handed stuff and a foul. Beautiful by Nathan Gherkin. And he was fouled, and that will go on Kendall Garul. That will be his first. But Nathan Gherkin with a two-handed stuff.
Don't play soft. Give it to him.
As the Mustangs are down now 7, 40-33 with 19.3 seconds to go here in third period. And Nathan Gherkin free throw is rolled in. Thought it was going to come off the front of the rim, but went in. I'm sure the Scorpions now to look for the last shot with 14 seconds to go into the hands of Thomas out here at the left wing. Over on the far side to Montoya. Montoya is going to be caught on the far side. And now that three is going to be up and rolls around and no good. And Nathan Gherkin with the rebound here. And no foul called. So the third quarter will come to an end. The Mustangs are down 6, 40-34 as we go to the fourth quarter on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Quarter number 4 here as this game moves right along here. As the Mustangs get it into Frankie Ortega. He gets it up across the timeline. The Mustangs down 6, 40-34. They were at 26-22 at the half. Outscored 18-8 in that third period. So Fernando going to drive it in, going to turn, give it off to Miles Lopez. He's going to drive it down. Now he hands it off to Fernando. Fernando's shot is going to be blocked and taken away by Philpott, and then a foul in the back court. And that will be on Fernando. That will be his third. So you can't, retaliate. You've already lost the ball. Don't compound the problem by being called for the foul. De Leon into the front court over on the far side to Philpott. That ball is going to be tipped away. Nice job there by the Mustangs on the tip. Over to Marquez over on the far side. Still 40-34. 7:19 to go here in this fourth period. Fernando out at the point. His three is up and good. Fernando Marquez from downtown. 3-point game now over on the far side to Montoya. Up top, over on the far side to Montoya. That three is up and good. They've got to get a hand in that kid's face. Cannot leave him alone. Now a 6-point lead, 43-34, 6:48 to go. Over on the far side to Fajardo. That three up and no good. Going to be tipped around and taken by Fernando. His shot up and no good. And through the hands on this far end of Isaiah Philpott. Could not handle the pass.
Good pass. Communicate.
So Wesley Carnes back into the game as Fernando is going to take a seat for a little bit. So Wesley Carnes over the timeline, gets it to Frankie on the right wing. Now to Carnes for the three, up and good. Wesley Carnes with his first three of the second half. Brings it back to a 3-point game, 43-40. On the near side to Philpott over on the high right wing to De Leon. Into Philpott, now back to Philpott. Shot is going to be up and rebounded by Philpott. And now a three is taken, and that is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Gherkin, his sixth of the night. So the Mustangs can tie it here on a three. Over on the far side to Fajardo, now to Miles Lopez. Lopez back to Fajardo. Fajardo with the three, up and no good. Going to be rebounded. It's going to just go out of bounds.
Team ball, communicate.
So it will be ball to the
One-man ball ain't gonna win this game.
Scorpions. The full timeout is taken here, but we will just leave it right here for right now. We'd like to thank our sponsors this year, Fort Morgan Athletics. Premier Farm Credit understands production ag and has been serving our rural communities for over 100 years with locations in Sterling, Fort Morgan, Yuma, and Holyoke. Equitable Savings and Loan, mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today. Well, as I've said before, the Mustangs and Scorpions here, the winner of this game will have the pleasure of taking on the number 1 ranked Lewis Palmer Rangers in the second round, and that will be on Saturday. Rangers with the bye, so they are waiting by to see who they will play on Saturday, and that will be at Lewis Palmer High School here in Colorado Springs. So if the Mustangs can win this thing tonight, we will be back here with them on Saturday. But first things first, got to get a stop here with 5:30 to go and get some points. Only down 3, 43-40. Into the hands of De Leon, being guarded by Ortega over on the far side to Montoya. Now up top to Philpott on the near side, now to Garul. He hands it off to Isaiah Philpott. Now gets it into the hands of De Leon out at the high left wing. Going to get a double screen. Ball is going to be tipped away, taken by the Mustangs as they finally do get it. timeout by the Mustangs. I was wondering what had been called there.
Come on, guys. You got to get your hands in
They
the ring.
did get the timeout called as Colin Farley did have possession. So the Mustangs will inbounds far side when they come back out of this timeout. So far the Mustangs, see on the night they have 8 baskets from behind the arc. And the Scorpions with 5, but they need to get a hand on Judah Montoya. He's been the one that's been hurting him tonight
You don't give them nothing.
from the 3-point line. As the Mustangs now look to inbounds to get it into Carnes in the back court. Being guarded there by Philpott. Into the hands now of Ortega. Ortega on the right side, going to drive it all the way down. He is going to be fouled on the drive, called from out front here.
Come on, Ralph. That was all ball.
And
so much of
that
ball,
is
he
going to
couldn't
be
bring it
fouled
all
by
the way.
Garul. That will be his second. That will send Frankie Ortega to the line to shoot 2.
Guts you got out front.
So Frankie can cut it to a 1-point lead here if he makes them both. And that's off the back of the rim and no good. Now it'll be Cameron Thomas who will come into the game for Kendall Garul. So Frankie put a little too much emphasis on that ball last time. See if he can back it off just a little bit. That is up, bounces around and no good. Going to be rebounded by Isaiah Philpott. Now into the hands. And that ball is going to be knocked away and then taken back away by the Scorpions. That shot is going to be up and good. And that will be De Leon with a bucket. So a 5-point lead here, 45-40 with 4.5 to go into the hands of Gherkin. And he's going to be called for the travel.
There you go.
So 10 turnovers here by the Mustangs here in this game. And 8 so far by the
Let's make it count. Let's make
Scorpions.
It
4:20 to go. Mustangs down 5, 40-5, 2:40. Gonna hand it off to Philpott, Isaiah Philpott. Now to Montoya. Montoya's gonna drive it in. His little shot is gonna be up and good off the backboard. Montoya has been the killer here in this game.
count. Trouble.
On the far side now to Frankie. Frankie for the shot. That is up and no good. Rebound is going to be taken away by Montoya. Now Brandon Philpott with it. Gets it over on the far side to Thomas. Up top to Montoya. Now into the hands of De Leon.
On your offense.
3:40 to go. The Mustangs down 7, 47-40. Into the hands of a little travel. Nothing called, but that shot is going to be up and good by Brandon Philpott. Now a 9-point game here, 49-40. See if the Mustangs get it into the front court. And head coach P.J. Schneider is going to call a timeout here to try and break this up a little bit. But now the Mustangs are down 49-40. A full timeout is taken here by the Mustangs, but we will just keep it right here. With 3:25 left here, it could be the end of the season here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs. If they don't make a comeback here in the last 3:25, they've got to
We ain't written.
they have to make some stops here and then get some points on the offensive end. Wesley Carnes averages 13 points a game. Fernando Marquez with 13.4. Fajardo with 13.1 points a game. So they've got the firepower there. They just need to be able to get the stop and then get some points. They don't need a bunch of threes right away. I mean, they can, work it and get some 2-point baskets here to try to get into this lead. We'll see what the Mustangs come up here with.
Let's get it, Creek. Let's get it. Communicate. Beat
As it
up.
will be Mustangs ball on the far side, about half court. So Braden Fajardo to inbounds. Yes, he gets the ball from the ref. Now to Wesley Carnes in the front court. Carnes picks it up, now far side to Fajardo. Now to Fernando over in the left corner. That shot is going to be up and no good, but the Mustangs are not getting any rebounds either. That was Philpott's fourth. Now Montoya, he's going to hand it off out front here to Garul. Now to Montoya out at the point. Montoya's going to drive it in, now hands it off, and that shot from the corner is in and out, going to be rebounded by Gherkin. Nice strong rebound there by Nathan Gherkin. 8 on the night for Gherkin. Fernando's shot is going to be underneath. Shot is up and good by Frankie. Looked like he was going to go up for the shot. Now full court pressure here by the Mustangs as Montoya gets it up into the front court to Kendall Garul. Now to Montoya. Montoya's going to drive it in. He's going to hand it off, then take up. They're going to get it right back. Thought they had lost it for a minute. Now Montoya with another three. Up and no good. Rebounded by Ortega, his 7th of the night. Layup is going to be up and good by Fernando Marquez. Nice job there by Marquez. As they've cut it now, it's still a 5-point game here, 49-44. But a timeout taken by the Mustangs. Not sure if it's just a 30-second timeout, but 2:16 left. So the Mustangs with a mini 4-0 run, it was 49-40. Got a couple of baskets here. I believe the Mustangs have 2 timeouts left. So we'll see what head coach TJ Schneider in his first year as head coach here of the Mustangs gets him into the playoffs here for his first year. His assistant coaches this year, Bob Campbell, Brian Almanza, and Jim Krackemeyer. So if Mustangs with full court pressure here, as it will be De Leon to inbounds. As he gets it from the ref, now over into the corner to Philpott. Will be Brandon Philpott all the way down, and he'll kick it off to Montoya. They're going to make the Mustangs come out and foul. That's Montoya being guarded over there by Alvarez. And now Brandon Philpott, his shot is going to be up and good. Brandon Philpott right down the lane, put it up and in, 51-44. Over on the far side to Alvarez. As Colin Farley gets ready to check in. Gets it off to Braden Fajardo. Fajardo with a drive up, in and out, rebounded by Gherkin. His shot is up and no good, but he is fouled on the shot. 9 rebounds on the night for Gherkin. And that foul will be on Isaiah Philpott. That will be his first. So Nathan Gherkin will go to the line. Gherkin on the year shooting 79% from the free throw line. So Gherkin's free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. So the Mustangs have missed 4 free throws here in this second half. 51-44 and the minute 38 to go. Nathan Gherkin with free throw number 2, up and nothing but the bottom of the net. As Gherkin comes out, Colin Farley into the game for the Mustangs. 51-45. Into the hands now of Philpott up into the front court. He's going to back it out. I'm sure they're going to try and make the Mustangs come out and foul. Into the hands now of De Leon, Montoya. Isaiah Philpott faked the 3 on this near side to De Leon. Now up top to Garul. Now a foul from the far side is going to be called. And that is going to go against Braden Fajardo. That will be his 3rd. So Philpott will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Philpott with 8 points on the night. As Gherkin will come in, Farley will take a seat with 1:19 to go. The Mustangs are down 6, 51-45. They were down 6 at the end of the 3rd period, 40-34. Free throw rolls around and goes in for Brandon Philpott. So he will earn free throw number 2. 7-point deficit here by the Mustangs. That free throw is up and good by Philpott. Into the game is Cameron Thomas. There we go, get somebody out there, and that's going to be Garul that will take a seat with 1:19. The Mustangs down 8. Fernando Marquez into the front court. Now to Carnes over on the far side to Fajardo. To Fajardo. That ball is going to be taken away, and then a foul is going to be called on Fernando, and that will be his fourth. Have 11 turnovers on the night by the Mustangs. And that will send De Leon to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 53-45. He can make it a double-digit lead here if he hits them both. And that first free throw is up and good, so he will earn a second. The Mustangs down 9 with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go here in this fourth period. So De Leon hits them both, now a double-digit lead, 55-45. Wesley Carnes up into the front court, gets it off to Fernando. They got to get some shots here. Fajardo now to Alvarez. Don't have a lot of time here. Little one-handed shot is going to be up and good by Wesley Carnes. And I believe a timeout will be taken here by the Mustangs. A full timeout. We'll just keep it right here as head coach TJ Schneider is going to see what he can draw up here to try to cut into this 8-point lead with 53.1 seconds. The Mustangs with 11 turnovers here tonight, only had 4. At halftime, committed 7 turnovers here unofficially here in this fourth period. So this fourth period is kind of drawn out here a little bit with all the fouls going on. It had been a pretty quick moving game up until this fourth period started. But the Mustangs are 1 of 4 here in this fourth period from the free throw line. And the Scorpions are 4 of 4 from the free throw line. So three points right there that the Mustangs have left off the board. Missed a free throw also in the third period. The full court pressure here by the Mustangs. 53.1 seconds. Get it in to Garul. Over on the far side to Montoya. And the timeout is going to be taken by the Scorpions. But they don't want Fernando to.
You standing right there looking at it.
Fernando gets another foul. He will be out.
Right there looking at it.
And they're going to need that firepower if in the last 47 seconds.
We need everything.
To try to cut into this 8-point lead, 55-47, but
Everything. Because he said I can have it all.
as you can tell, a irate. I don't know if he's really irate. He's just into the game, but everything is a foul on the Mustangs and no fouls on the Scorpions. So it will be possession on the far side. As it will be De Leon to inbounds. He gets it into Montoya. Montoya being guarded by Alvarez. They're going to have to foul. They're going to have to get now right at the bucket. Shot is going to be up and good by Isaiah Philpott. The Mustangs, looks like their season is going to come to an end here as the Mustangs look to get the ball up into the front court, down 10, 57-47. Frankie with a 3 from the corner, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Montoya. And then a foul is going to be called. Looks like maybe on Wesley Carnes. The way they're going to call it on Colin Farley. That will be his third. So 23.2 seconds to go. The Mustangs down 10. And into the game will be Fernando Marquez along with Nathan Gherkin, Frank Ortega, and Colin Farley will come to take a seat. As it will be Montoya with a free throw, and that is going to be up and good by Judah Montoya. So he earns foul shot number 2. Up and good for Montoya. Mustangs down 12, 59-47 as their season is going to come to an end here at Sand Creek, and then a turnover on the far side as Fernando loses it out of bounds. So it looks like the Sand Creek Scorpions will be staying in the town of Colorado Springs to take on Lewis Palmer as they get it in with 16 seconds left. Then a foul on the far side, and that is going to be on Gherkin, I believe. And that will be his third. So Isaiah Philpott to shoot two. The Mustangs now have 10 fouls up on the board. And that free throw is going to be up and good, as they're going to let the seniors finish it out here. They're going to bring Colin Farley back in along with Frank Ortega. 13-point deficit here, 60-47. Free throw is off the rim and no good. And they called a foul on the rebound. Had a double foul. Colin Farley with his fourth, and De Leon with his fourth. So possession will be a possession as Wesley Carnes comes out. 14.3 seconds. We'll take a 2-minute break when this is over and then come back with the post-game show here in about 9 seconds. Over on the far side to De Leon as the Mustangs are not going to foul. So it looks like this will be the end of the line here for the Fort Morgan Mustangs as they fall 62-47 to the Sand Creek Scorpions. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. The Fort Morgan Mustangs season has come to an end here. The Fort Morgan Mustang post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. MCC is here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out today at morgancc.edu. So the Mustangs fall to the Scorpions here by a count of 62-47. Leading scorer for the Scorpions is Judah Montoya. He led the way with 25. That's followed up by Brandon Philpott with 10. De Leon with 8. Isaiah Philpott with 9. Kendall Garula with 5. And Cameron Thomas with 3. Leading the way for the Mustangs tonight, Wesley Carnes, Fernando Marquez, each with 16. Nathan Gherkin with 8. Braden Fajardo with 3. And Miles Lopez and Frankie Ortega each with 2 points. Mustangs unofficially with 12 turnovers, the Scorpions with 8. Mustangs unofficially out-rebounded the Scorpions 31-24. Mustangs were 3 of 7 from the free throw line, the Scorpions 11 of 15. So thanks to all of our sponsors this year. We appreciate it very much. One more thing, our seniors, Fernando Marquez, Levi McCoy, Frankie Ortega, Miles Lopez, Colin Farley, Briggs Wheatley played briefly at the start of the season, but was still part of the team. Braden Fajardo, Jesse Campa on the team, but did not play because of injury, and Angel Carrillo. For the Mustangs, their season comes to an end, but thanks to them for their hard-earned job that they have done over the years here at Fort Morgan High School and the basketball team. So thanks to Christy Creighton once again running the board back at Fort Morgan. This is Brian Nickel. Once again, the final score from Sand Creek High School. The Mustangs fall by a count of 60-47 here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.